Hello and welcome to another episode of Chaos at London. This is Mage Edition. Tonight we find ourselves with Adib, who has made a deal with some very powerful spirits and is going to be working towards fulfilling his end of that deal. So, where's Adib? What's he doing? I'll let you say.
Adib is probably currently chilling in his sanctum, debating what to do to get those promised secrets. He's kind of been lying low, mostly because he's been trying to gather energy, recover willpower from all of his exertions, making all of his rings. He's pretty much just been gearing up for this. He's about at half mast right now, so he's kind of ready. There, had to update his totals there.
Oh yeah, you bring. So it's a pretty regular day. There's people milling about the little hobo camp that you've made into some semi-home, I guess.
Yeah, he's got like a little lean-to on the outskirts of it. That's his sanctum at this point.
Yeah.
Bare modicum of privacy.
So what's he gonna do?
He's going to seek out the guy. Well, there were three guys who witnessed his shit earlier. One of whom he magically gained the ability to speak with, but hell, at this point, I speak crappy English, so I can get by without that.
Right.
He will try and find them if they are present at the moment.
Yeah, they're kind of sitting around shooting the shit with each other. I look at them like, oh, hey, Deep, how you doing?
He's going to nod to them, kind of solemnly. He's going to say, "If you remember, a week or so ago when I showed you my abilities, I said that I would eventually show them to you again."
Yeah.
You are still not convinced, but that may change. However, I have a proposition for you and your fellows if they would be interested. If I can create something for you, something real and lasting, out of nothing but my own will, and the power of my abilities, of course, you must each tell me one secret. I am not asking for something trivial, but something that actually matters to you. I swear I will not give it to any living man. But it is think of it as a form of promise. And I'd gladly make some charisma rolls if I need to.
Yeah, go ahead and do so.
All right.
I'll say either leadership or expression.
Well, that's okay. If we go with leadership, then Regal Bearing could still apply, and that gives me 2 extra dice, which is probably necessary because I only have leadership 2. Charisma leadership, then, that means 8 dice, 10s explode because inspirational, and
you do have natural leader, which will reduce that.
No, well, no, it doesn't reduce the diff. It gives me 2 extra dice. That's why I have 8 dice if I do this.
I thought you said that was Regal Bearing.
No, Regal Bearing does lower it by 2.
Okay, gotcha. I just had my merits mixed up. Gotcha.
It's all good. Let me roll that then and see how badly the dice betray me.
Okay.
What is the base diff for this?
I'm gonna say it's starting at an 8 because you're asking for kind of a big deal.
That's fair. So it drops to a 6. And I will burn 1 willpower on this because I don't trust the dice gods.
You know what? That's completely fair. They are a fickle
Good thing
lot.
I didn't. Good thing I didn't. I got 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. So they kind of look amongst themselves. Kind of chatting it up a little bit. I'll be like, yeah, all right. You'll make the thing first, though, right?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll give you a secret. I can't talk for my fellows there, and they'll both just kind of nod in agreement.
Okay. So wait, did they agree or was it just him?
They agreed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's going to pull out a piece of cardboard again and some drawing materials. He's just going to say, "You may choose where I pull it from, since you were worried about the trap door before, I believe the word was. And tell me what it is you wish. If it is something that is too complicated, I may not be able to create it. But tell me, and I will tell you if I am able to make it."
Uh, how's we could use a nice table. A nice little meeting place. You sit down, have discussions and whatnot. How about a nice little table and some chairs?
Very well. I will need a larger surface. That wall will do nicely. Actually, then he stops and he's like, "No, you choose. Where would you like me to draw this from?"
I'll think about it for a second. This wall over here. I'll point to a different wall.
Very well. And of course, you are free to examine it if you wish. Makes no difference to me. I'm going to start drawing now. And he's going to start drawing, which is another roll. I don't need to burn willpower on this, because if I botch it, I'll just, scrub it out and start over. Dex, art, tens explode, precise. Just standard diff.
Yes. Yeah,
Failure.
Oh, failure? Okay.
It's a bunch of squiggles.
They're kind of wandering about, checking the wall to make sure everything's like on the up and up, and that probably is what threw you off. But
probably.
Once they kind of get done and start feeling, it's probably fine, they'll back up and you can try again.
Much better. 5 successes.
There you go. This is a pretty good wall you got there. This is pretty good. Very good wall.
Okay. He's drawing a very nice, not like super ornate, but a very nice set of table and basically a set of table and chairs. It's going to be probably just circular, say 4 chairs, since there's 4 people. How many quint points do you think I need for that? 1 per furniture item, or?
Yeah, we'll go 1 per furniture item. So
all right, that is 5. Do I just make 1 casting roll and just store up enough successes, or how do you want me to do it?
Yeah, just 1 casting roll is fine.
Okay.
If you don't get enough, I'll let you know.
No worries. Okay, so that's going to cost me 5 quint for furniture.
You will get a -3 to the difficulty of the roll, since you did something to lower the diff. Yeah, the art
Excellent.
roll.
Excellent. Okay. The base diff, since it's vulgar with witnesses, is what? 4 or 5? I forget. I think it's just vulgar is 4. Witnesses just means more paradox.
Vulgar with witnesses makes it, I think, start at 5. Let me double check.
Let me see. I think we got the house rules on here. Let me pull them up real fast. Come on.
So I know I do it based off the bias.
Success. Vulgar with witnesses. Okay, that's just telling me how much paradox we get. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. Vulgar with witnesses, the difficulty actually jumps. Yeah, highest sphere +5. So base diff is 7. The furthest I can lower it is 3, so there's no point in burning additional quintessence. Yep. And it's already being lowered. So that's diff 4. That's not bad.
That's alright. Pretty good.
And then Solon realizes something. Solon realizes there's an easier way to do this than making a bunch of rolls and risking a botch.
What's that?
I got a ring.
You do have a ring.
I do have a ring for this. He's going to summon up the quintessence and prepare to do the thing, and then he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. He's gonna like say something, like curse something under his breath, just being like, he just pulls up the ring and looks at it and just goes, "Hey, is this enough?" And he wills the energy into him.
Yeah, we'll get a general sense of affirmative from that.
Excellent. Is it possible that, like, with his help, essentially, he can enable me to just do what I would have done normally, reach in and pull out the stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so he does that. That way I don't have to make any rolls and botch shit.
Okay, so the way it'll work is, like, you'll reach towards it, and he'll just kind of pull his hand out from the ring and pull it out for you, essentially.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. He's just going to pull them out one by one, and as he does so, the drawing that he's made disappears.
Look, the hobos look suitably impressed. So, they'll kind of bring amongst themselves and all nod, and they say, "Can we go somewhere private to tell you the secrets?"
By all means, and if you don't wish to tell each other, by all means, you don't need to. We can use my place. He gestures over towards his moderately private little lean-to.
Yeah, they'll be all right, and the leader will say, "Yeah, we'll go one at a time." I'll just kind of start walking towards the lean-to.
Okay. Once they're there, he'll just, bring one in at a time to tell him the secret, and he's kind of curious, he's curious as to what they are, but I don't want to put you on the spot and be like, hey, come up with 3 deep personal secrets.
Yeah. I will come up with something specific for each person, but I can't super think
That's
of them
totally
right now.
fair.
So I'll just post them in your blue booking for you later.
No worries. Okay, just suffice to say, it's assumed for storytelling purposes, when I have to tell Joey, they are actual secrets. They're not, made up or bullshit or anything.
Yes, and I will let him know the same in the behind-the-scenes chat. That way it is, fully official.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. With that, he will be kind of drained and just be like, thank you, to the ring.
And these
that's...
They are pretty serious things. Like, they are change the way you look at a person things. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. I just shattered their perceptions of reality effectively. They're not they're not mages now, but yeah. They know about mages. They know this is a thing. So yeah, he's just gonna be like, he's just gonna look at them and be like, because just because I can't let this go without a tiny bit of role playing. That's the whole point. He's just gonna say, what I have shown you here is the truth. This is the way things really are. However, the world that you know, in many ways, I refer to it as the lie, the druge. That is the word for lie in my tongue. It means the lie is that there is no magic. Asha is the truth, that there is magic. I have shown you Asha. At some risk to myself, if you were to go and tell people of this, much as I wish this could be shouted from the rooftops. I am told that if you do, there are people who would come for me. Men in suits, I believe, was the term. I literally just told homeless people that the government's going to come get me.
They're just kind of nodding, like, yeah, no, they understand. Like, not so much the Druge and the Ashaw thing, but whenever you mention the men in suits, like, hunting you down, they're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Of course they'd come and get you. They can't let a good thing go. All right, so he's basically just going to try and press upon them, don't say anything yet. There will be time to explain to the others. Eventually, he will want to show everyone else in this commune, so to speak. And he's going to explain to them, he wants to use his abilities to help them. Like, he can make furniture. That's handy. But eventually, he may be able to make other things. He may be able to... money is a little hard to do. He can make things that are valuable, but too much of it would draw too much attention.
Right.
Like, I mean, they've already seen he has, like, a gold coin and shit like that. Be like, yeah, I could do that, but that's not going to work in the long run. So, I would have to make whatever we need. But yeah, it's something to shoot for. And what he's going to tell them is, once they've told him the secrets, he's going to say, with this knowledge, I will bargain with, well, you would see them as... You are... I do not know how educated you are, but there are... I am not familiar with these names, but they are names of pantheons of gods in your language. Figures that you believe to be of myth. He's trying to remember the names.
Right.
Probably. I believe one of them. There was one that was called Horus, and I've heard mention of one named Thor. Like, he's obviously talking about gods.
Yeah. They're kind of giving you a look, but, whatever, they're kind of rolling with it at this point.
Like, well, let's not fuck with the acid trip here, guys. Seems to be going smooth. Let's keep going. Okay. I will take this information, and if I am lucky, I will be able to bargain with it and return with much that we can learn from. It is quite possible that all of you may someday be able to learn to do things in a way similar to how I do things. Not identical, I imagine, but possible. And if you want, since I know you're like running on an hour of sleep, we can end it there if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. It's been another scene in Chaos in London.